Alright, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. This is me, Kaiser Siegel here. And, you know what time it is. You've seen the thumbnail. You've seen the title of the video. You know what this is about. You know what we're here to do. We are here to rank the first founding Space Marine chapters. Now, I already recorded this once, but kind of went on for a bit too long. I don't want it to go on for too long. I want you to be, sit back, relax, enjoy the video. I don't want you to be sitting here for 20 minutes listening to me ramble on about, different stuff. Anyhow, let's just get straight into it. First, couple disclaimers. This is my opinion, obviously, so, if you disagree, that's fine. If you want to make it known, that's also fine. Just please refrain from doing anything too over the top regarding that. So I've got my nice cheesecake here, ready to tier make, ready to list some tiers of things here. Anyway, so this is only first founding chapters and only loyal chapters. Some good reasons for that. Won't get into it, but anyway, yeah. So already rambled for too long on that subject, so let's just get straight into it. So first one we got here is Blood Angels. Blood Angels sitting comfortably in B tier here. Now you may ask, well, why? Why are the Blood Angels in B tier? Well, I'll tell you why. They are the old poster boys, so that kind of knocks them down a couple spots. Not as much as another chapter later on this list, but they are knocked down a couple spots. They have a cool red-black color scheme, kind of cool vampire aesthetic and stuff like that. But I just don't really feel like there's too many positive traits for them, to be honest. So kind of sitting in B tier. They're kind of cool, they're a little edgy, the whole blood drinking thing and everything, they're kind of edgy. They're alright, but, not that great. Next up, got Dark Angels, and they are sitting comfortably in C tier. Now again, you may be asking, why? Why are the Dark Angels in the C tier? Why aren't they higher?
Dark Angels are my favorite Space Marine chapter. Why aren't they at S tier?
Well, Johnny, this is again my list, my opinions. I just don't really feel like they mesh too well with everything, to be honest. They have way too many things going with them, and they've got that whole chaos-y thing going on. That's a meme, and I'm just not that big of a fan. I'm just not that big of a fan, to be honest. I'm not. I mean, I'm sorry to say, I'm just not that big of a fan of them. I mean, green's a respectable color, but black and they got all kinds of other stuff going for them, and I don't know. C tier. Now, next one, Imperial Fists. If you know me, you know where this is going. This is going straight to S tier. Imperial Fists. I play them. Automatically makes them one of the best chapters, if not the best chapter. In fact, they are the best chapter. And I am ready to fight you on that. So, if you feel otherwise, I'm talking to you, Iron Warriors players. Be sure to comment down below. Tell me why I'm wrong. Love to read all your guys' comments, by the way. So, feel free to comment below. If you think I'm a dumbass in my listings, be sure to tell me. Would love to know. Would love to hear other opinions. Maybe try to change my opinion on some of these. Anyway, back to the tier list here. Imperial Fists. They're yellow. That's badass. Because it's my favorite color. So obviously, badass. Rogaldorn. Badass. Their successor chapters. Again, badass. Crimson Fists are kind of, I would put Crimson Fists maybe a B tier here, but Black Templars, ooh, they're S tier. They're up there. They're good. Anyway, um, yeah, I play them. They're my favorite. They're cool. They're pretty decent on tabletop. They're really decent last edition. Well, 7th edition. Oh, mwah, chef's kiss. Love playing Imperial Fists last edition. Anyway, that's my opinion on them. Iron Hands, straight up to S tier again. Iron Hands are, they're good. They're very good. They were my second choice. They got tanks. They got robotic stuff. They don't give a fuck about anyone. You know, oh, you can't replace your arm with a robot arm. Well, I just did. You know, badass. What can I say? I like them. They're cool. They're good. They're fairly decent. Gotta love them. Now this next one, Raven Guard. They're A tier, but I don't really feel that strongly about it. They could be B tier. To be honest, I would say they are probably the one chapter on this list that I don't. They're the chapter on this list that I don't have the strongest opinion of. I don't really have an opinion on them, but if I were to list them, I would say A tier. I don't really see that many Raven Guard players. I don't really know that many. I haven't really seen much of them. I mean, they're kind of cool, you know, stealthy Space Marine. Ooh, you know, they're kind of cool, I guess. They're not the greatest, but they're up there. I'd say they're better than Blood Angels. But on the tier of Imperial Fists and Iron Hands, no. Next one, Salamanders. Salamanders have immense respect. I have an immense respect for Salamanders. I find they're pretty cool. You know, I like their color scheme. Kind of, you know, you could argue that Dark Angels and Salamanders have similar color scheme, but I just think Salamanders their color scheme meshes with them better, in my opinion, obviously. Their whole thing about fire, that's pretty cool. With Vulcan and, you know, the relics or artifacts or whatever they call them, and you know, all that kind of stuff. Salamander is pretty decent. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I have a respect. I have a respect for salamanders. They are respectful. They're always a joy to play with or against. Next up, Space Wolves. Ooh, D tier. That's gonna probably cause some controversy. Space Wolves. I just can't. I can't do it. I don't know. Just something about them. You know. Now their color scheme, pretty cool. Periwinkle. Periwinkle. That's a cool color. But I mean, really, Space Wolves. I don't know. Space Wolves. They rub me the wrong way. I can't really put my finger on it as to what it is. I just know that they aren't what I'm looking for, really, to be honest, in a chapter. I do like that they don't follow the Codex. That's pretty cool. But, you know, I mean, they're not an F tier chapter, obviously. There is no F tier here. So they're not the worst. But they're not. They're not. Alright? Their whole fixation with wolves and, I don't know, they're kind of a bit of an edginess to them, and Vikings in space, and they're kind of like dwarves, but they're not dwarves, they're space marines. I don't know. That's what I get from them. So, don't find them all that appealing, all that, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, next up, D tier, again, Ultramarines. I can't deal with them. They are bland, boring. They are average, painfully average. And they act like they are the shit. And I cannot stand Ultramarines. I really cannot. Wish GW would switch up some of their stuff once in a while. Besides you know, their whole ultramarine fixation here. Anyway, some other criticism, you know, the poster boys, they kind of have a thing going on with Imperial Fists, or at least they did once the Horus Heresy was over. So, you know, they've got that going for them. You know, they got going against my favorite chapter there, so they obviously do not have my best opinion of them, obviously, going for them right there. Anyway, next up, last but not least, we got White Scars. Sitting in B tier. They could be C, but I think B is fair for them. White, respectable color because it's a pain in the ass to paint on models. But I mean, other than that, they got cool bikes. That's pretty rad. Their whole Mongolian thing, don't really like that aesthetic, to be completely honest. But you know, they're not bad. They're not bad. They're kind of average. That's another one I don't really feel that strongly about. Kind of like Raven Guard, but I feel a little bit more with White Scars. I face them a bit more. But yeah, so that's my tier list. If you like this video, if you want to see more content like this, perhaps more tier lists, leave a comment below. Also, be sure to like and subscribe if you agree or disagree. If you'd like to see some of these changes, also comment down below. Or, you know, you want to tell me I'm a dumbass, or put in this chapter here or that chapter there. Or you completely agree with all of these. Put down the comments below. I read every comment that I get, and I love reading my comments. So yeah, thank you for watching. And I'll see you guys next time.